Are you ready?
Yo YouTube, what's up? It's Triple P. How you guys doing? In this video, guys, we're going to be diving into CGO Tutorial 4. I've done a tutorial on 1, 2, and 3. They each cover something a little bit different. This video is going to cover the big rollout that they've done recently regarding the different software updates that they've done and a couple other things. If you haven't seen any of my other previous CG tutorial videos, I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's get started. Alright guys, so one of the coolest things that that CGO has done is they've really updated the different icons for the different types of geocaches. So now, right here, this is a perfect screenshot of every different type geocache that you might find. The green one here is pretty self-explanatory, but the green one is traditional. The puzzle one is a mystery cache. These are letterboxes. I would say the Earth cache is probably the most unique. It probably changed the most. The great thing about this about this filter is that there is all kinds of stuff that you can do. If you are looking to just do a simple search for a very specific rating, right? You need to do this. You need to slide this bar. So you need to find, let's say you're looking for a 2 difficulty and you need to find a 3.5 terrain. All right. So this is the live map feature. And all you have to do is when you're done with that, you can just hit the check mark. And what it will do is it will propagate the search onto your CGO, and then it will give you the results of caches that you have found with that specific rating. So every cache you see on here, like this one, you click on it, it's a 2 difficulty, 3.5 terrain. Okay, so that will pull up pretty much anything within basically like a 500-mile radius or so of where you're looking to go. And that will pull up just those caches. Now, if you want to try and do the live map, instead of just these caches, you can go here to this button up here, click Enable Live, and then you can scan over to the sides and it will update your search query to a live area, not just the searched area, but a live area anywhere that you're looking to go. From here, you want to click on the little hourglass at the top and it will bring back up your filters. All right, now if you want every cache between a 1 and a 5 difficulty, every cache between a terrain 1 and 5, again, you just slide those down. On the map here at the bottom under status, if you want it to be where it's like, I want caches that I haven't found with that rating. So again, we'll do a 2 difficulty, slide it over, a 3.5 terrain, slide it over, but I want ones I haven't found. You're gonna click the check mark and it will bring up the map and it will bring up ones that you have not found with that specific rating, which is super cool. There's really some other super advanced features that you can use. So let's click on the hourglass again. All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna do found all, so we'll change that over. We're gonna scroll this to do all of these. So now it's covered everything. If you really want to only do, say, specific types of caches, just hit the select all button and it will go away. Hit it twice, but then you can pick specifically what you want. You only want letterboxes to show up. So when you hit that check mark button at the top, the only thing that's going to show up is letterboxes, which is super cool. Now let's go to the top. You'll notice right here it has the word advanced. So let's click advanced. What does the advanced filter feature give you? Well, if you click add a filter criteria, it gives you tons of stuff to search by. All right, if you're into California fizzies like I am, or hidden dates, you need a specific date, just do what I did. Just click on the add filter button right here and then click on hidden date and it will show right up. And then you just click on no date set, so you pick the one you want, type it in. So you can do like 05/10/00 and it will come up May 10th, 2000. Then you hit done, hit OK, and then you hit the other date, go to the little pencil there, 2007, there we go. That'll be a Friday. Okay, so now your filter criteria is caches hidden before or in between May 5th, May 10th, 2000 and April 6, 2007. If you're like, well, I need to add more, click add more. Then you can go down here to difficulty and terrain, and you can slide those bars to get everything you want. So I'm gonna look for a 3 difficulty. I want it to be exactly 3. So if you wanted it to be between a 3 and a 4.5, just leave it with that bar like that. But I want it to be exactly a 3. So I want a 3 difficulty, 4 terrain, cache. That meets my requirements. So now you're like, okay, well, I need a specific container. Awesome. So click on the button, go to cache size, and you can pick whatever cache size you're looking to pick. So I want mine to be a regular size box. So now your search queries, this is all done within the app. You can search for stuff. It's very specific for what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and hit the check mark, and it's gonna propagate the searches. And if you scroll with the map here, it's gonna move you around and it's gonna update the search based on where you're scrolling. If you click on the button up here, and then you go down to the very bottom, you can do show as list, and it will just list them for you if you don't want to see them on the map. But if you do want them all on the map at the same time, you just click the button there, and it will bring them up on the map, which is amazing. If you're like, well, I don't want these to show the ones I found, click on the spoke button there at the bottom, hit the check mark, and then those hit this twice, and then they go away. So now you've only got caches that you've either DNF'd or you haven't found, showing on the map with all the different availabilities for those caches. And if you click on these, it's going to be the exact cache that you want. It'll be a 3-4, it'll be a regular, and it will be placed before those dates that you're looking for. So we'll go ahead and load it real quick. And right there, this one was placed June 18th of 2006. So it meets that requirement that you're looking for. If you scroll over, this will give you the cache description. If you click at the button down here, it gives you the hint. If you scroll over some more, it gives you the people who have found it most recently, and it goes back pretty far. If there are any images preloaded on the cache page, you just scroll over again, and there they are. They just show up right there within the app. It's one of the biggest rollouts and one of the biggest advantages that CGO has done in many years. Like, they've made some serious progress on their search queries. Now, I will say it does come with limitations. Some of the biggest limitations are the attribute fizzies or attribute searches. Now, you can do that. Go back to the search button here and go to advanced and click add a filter, and then you go to cache attributes, and it will give you all the different attributes that you could possibly ever imagine. If you search for attributes, it typically doesn't do very well. Your best bet, if you're looking for a specific cache that has an attribute, your best bet is to use the geocaching.com website, pocket queries. I would not do it using CGO. The other thing that you need to know is that if you don't update your filters, what's going to happen is it's going to go back. You're going to go back, you're going to do all this stuff, right? Then you're going to click on the live map, and what it's going to do is it's going to keep your filters stayed on the map. So it will give you caches that meet the requirements of the filters within the live map. So to get out of that, to erase those, all you got to do is hit the little hourglass there, click on the trash button there, trash button there, trash button there, click back to advanced, uncheck what you don't want. So I don't want user defined or adventure labs. And now you're back to the basic search. Hit the check mark, and eventually it will bring everything back up. Okay guys, real quick, I want to talk about multi-caches and using the app to do updating different stages. So I had somebody ask me a question about, can you update the stages within a multi on the app? And how do you do that? The answer is yes. So you click on the multi, it's gonna load, you click on more details. Also down here, they've added this feature, which is to tells you the most recent log. So this has 2 finds, 2 misses, a find, a miss, and then 2 people that have logged notes. Let's say you're working on this specific geocache and you need to go to the second spot. So what you're gonna do is you can click add a waypoint at the top there, and it's gonna come up. Then you're gonna click north, south, east, and west, and then you're just gonna type it in. So you're gonna say, okay, we're just gonna make these up: 3910, 852. Okay, so those are the make-believe coordinates. You're gonna hit the check mark. So now you have that. You can do this. You can click on. You can make this stage 2, and then hit the check mark. Okay, so now what's happened is you've created a waypoint for stage 2 of this multi. If you want to know specifically where it is, just click on the map there, and it will give you the arrow. It says it's 59.7 miles away, which is pretty unrealistic, but what it's going to do is it's going to provide you the opportunity to update the spot on the map. So click on it up high, and then go down here to the bottom, and what you need to do is you need to click on set as cache coordinates in CGeo, and then hit the check mark. It's going to update the coordinates from the original to where it is on the map. So let's click the map here, and let's check it out. And now you'll notice here that it has moved 59 miles to the south. So like I said, that's super unrealistic. It's very unlikely that cache is actually 59 miles away, but it proves the point that you can indeed update the location of the multi-cache on the map. So let's go back, and if you're like, well, that's not right, I want to get rid of it, so hold it down. It'll come right up. You just hit delete, and that is gone. Now you're going to click on this button here, the original chords. So we'll click on that, and then you need to hit it again, set as cache coordinates in CGO, hit the check mark, back to where it originally was. You can hit the map button there, and it's gonna, again, it'll bring it right back to where it was on the map. So you can always undo what you've already done in case you've made a mistake. All right, guys, before we close out this video, I do want to mention one other limitation that CGO currently has, and that's it doesn't understand the filter search for other containers and not chosen. And I've done a lot of research on this, but when you do caches for other containers, it also brings up caches with not chosen, which they're not the same. A not chosen container is one that's not chosen. It's not an other container. They're two totally different paradigms there. Let me go ahead and walk you through it real fast. Okay, great. So we have the CGO app pulled up, ready to go. Let's go to search. Let's go to search by filter, which is stuff we've already covered. Then we're gonna go to advanced search. You're gonna go to add a criteria. We're gonna go down to cache size. All right, and we're gonna click other. All right, don't worry about not chosen. We're just gonna click other, and we're gonna add a filter. We're gonna do the terrain rating. We're gonna do a 1.5 difficulty for terrain. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna bring up caches that have that exact rating, that are other containers, but there's gonna be a problem. So right here, we're gonna click on trimmer arch. So this is telling me that I have found this cache that has this other as a container. What I wanna show you guys is click on this, click on open in browser. You're going to see right here my point. If you scroll to the top right there, it shows it that the actual container is a not chosen. It is not an other container, it is a not chosen. So in this case, CGO has an error or has a flaw in their system, and it's telling you something that is actually erroneous. And I can tell you for 100% fact, I have not found a 1 difficulty or 1.5 difficulty for terrain cache that actually has an other. And you say, okay, well, what about this traditional cache right here? So yeah, right here, you see on the East 58, it says it shows it as other, but click on it. All right, it's gonna load it, hit the 3 dots, hit open in browser, open it in the browser that you wanna pick. It says it's not chosen. So that is not correct. That this specific cache has the container as not chosen. It does not have it as an other on the cache page. And that is a serious flaw of CGO, and they need to fix that. At the current recording time of this video, it has not been fixed. So That is a very important feature because if you're trying to do a fizzy cache with other types of containers, you need to know that you either have it or you don't have it. So if you're not sure, just do what I showed you, open it up in the browser, and it will tell you right there at the top of the cache page exactly what kind of container that geocache actually has. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I appreciate anybody who ever watches my videos, who ever subscribes to my videos. I would encourage you to subscribe if you're not a Geocaching with Triple P subscriber. I'm working hard on doing all kinds of really cool stuff, and I'll see you guys out on the trail.